My father lived with us the last year of his life, pretty much, and he was struggling with cancer. And I'd look over and say, "How you doing, Pop?" And he'd say, "Ah, it is what it is." So after he passed, I thought it might be a good thing to write a song about that, only I can never remember the words. I remember seeing I was with Willie Nelson and Leon Russell in Austin, Texas, probably in the mid-'90s, and I was standing backstage with, and good gosh, where am I now? Leon Russell was playing keys, and he had like a laptop thing that was bringing his words up. And I thought that was so funny. I'm going, I'll never be like that. Yeah, it is what it is. Let's see now. I used to have a band called Julian and the Apologies, so get ready here. No one can tell me how to turn back time. The hands just keep on spinning round and round. The pages turn and time will fade and burn the memories one by one. I've got these secrets deep, 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 deep down inside, and I never ever thought it would end like this. But the good Lord just smiles and says, you better count your blessings again, 'cause son, it is what it is. Get ready. When your heart is heavy and the road has been long, and it seems like everything has gone wrong, think about those good times. As to the bad, they will pass, and don't forget, it is what it is. We've got to reach out, give a dollar, lend a hand, 'cause brother, we might be the next on the losing end. When all is said and done, make it a good race you've run, and remember, it is what it is. And when it's said and done, make it a good race you've run, and remember, it is what it is. Thanks so much. Thank you. I was working with some guys on the island. We were running machines all day long. We were realigning the runway, the southwest runway, or redoing it on the island. So I ran a machine, I don't know, long days. And so I thought I might as well write some songs. So this is one that came out of that. It's called Every Day and Every Night. I'm still, within these songs, I'm probably still making up for the Better for Worse blues that I told you about right away with my wife. So. Look how far we've come to get to where we are. All the miles, all we've been through. I know sometimes my words scare you more than my touch. Words like I'm falling for you. Please don't be afraid, let's make loving easy. I will be your confidant, and this is what I'll do. Every day I will be here. Every night I will lie near. I'll make you smile, make it all right. Every day and every night. All too often we have spent time looking out windows, looking in mirrors, wishing we could touch and wishing we could know, saying in a moment then soon it's years. Let's not waste time reliving the past. Let's make a new one and lose all our fears. Every day I will be here. Every night I will lie near. I'll make you smile, make it all right. Oh, every day and every night. Here we go again. So will you be the keeper of my heart? Trust me with yours if I am the one. Let's hold each other tightly, then set each other free. Gotta find time, gotta keep faith, gotta give room to run. Time will pass, we'll grow old together, but love will see us through, and we will find a way to stay young. Every day I will be here. Every night I will lie near. I'll make you smile, make it all right. Every day and every night. Every day I will be here. Every night I will lie near. I'll make you smile, make it all right. Every day and every night. Oh, every day and every night. Thanks so much. Thank you. You know, I'm just my gene pool is kind of a messy one a little bit in terms of highs and lows, and I have some cousins here tonight that I don't know if that's a nervous laugh or a recognition laugh. My mother was one of the funniest people I'll ever know in my life. She also struggled with depression and all that stuff. And come on, let's just try this one. I know my friends, but she was so funny, and she didn't even try to be funny, but she was kind of like Granny in the Beverly Hillbillies. And she was chasing me with the broom one day when I was 15, and I had this Honda Dream, single carb, just sweet little motorcycle, a 305. And she was the kind of woman that she couldn't catch me, but she caught my motorcycle, and with the broom. And anyway, one day some friends came over, and she heard them coming in the door, and she hollered and said, "Bring an armful of wood in," because her job, one of the things she did is just kept firing the wood stove. And they came in, and my mom was always cold, and she was sitting on this like 8-foot step ladder, 6-foot step ladder at the very top, because heat rises in her old farmhouse, of course. She was sitting up on this ladder with her coat on, reading. And no, I'm not kidding. You can't make, no, there's lots of things you can't make up about my family. Anyway, but this is called a Lucky Man Blues, because I've struggled with some of her stuff and my dad, but I even know, today I know finally that even when things are tough, I'm still a lucky man. So anyway, it's called a Lucky Man Blues. See if my fingers will work now. Come on. Really don't mind it when I feel this way. I know these blues aren't here to stay. It'll get better up ahead. I'll be fine till then. Yeah, I'm just a lucky man with the blues. When it comes to love, I've made a few mistakes. Been like a hungry shopper with no food on my plate. Used it all up like there'll always be more. But isn't that what love is for? Yeah, I'm just a lucky man with the blues. I'll meet my makers in the sweet. I'll meet my maker in the sweet by and by. Till then there'll be lows and highs. My ticket's palms, just don't know when. But I'm going first class, I'll be ready then. Yeah, I'm just a lucky man with the blues. So me and the blues, we get along fine. Don't see them much, spend a little time, just enough to see how lucky I am. Then they're gone again. Yeah, I'm just a lucky man with the blues. Yeah, I'm just a lucky man with the blues. I bet I can't do that again. Something like that. Let's see if I get this tune. Since my wife isn't here, I warned her I was going to do a bunch of songs about her tonight. And about this one's about my stepdaughter, too. Ooh, boy, that's ugly. This is called Tuning. Huh. I mean, it's a country song, but you want to kind of have it close anyway. This is called She Wants What She Wants When She Wants It. And if any of the guys in the crowd want to sing along, they can feel free. Some think my baby's a bad girl, a little too free with her words, but she just thinks they're jealous of her. Now she doesn't need any reason, could be it's Tuesday evening. What she wants, she's gonna get. She just says, get ready, get set, 'cause she wants what she wants, what she wants it. She don't care what the people say, she wants what she wants, what she wants it. She drives me crazy. Her heart is in the right place, smile on her face when she says she wants me always happier. But it's more, she says, it's for my sake, but it's more than I can take, 'cause I don't feel it when I hear her whisper. I'll feel better if I get it for her. She wants what she wants, what she wants, and she don't care what the people say. She wants what she wants, what she wants, and she drives me crazy. Now I can't be the only man in the world that's heard this line, but she always finds a way, and I hear myself say, yeah, darling, every time. Darling, every time. Someday I'll take my stand. Some way I'll make her understand. But it won't be today, mind you. 'Cause if I say this, she'll make me regret it. That she'll get what I got when I get it. Oh, she wants what she wants, what she wants it. She don't care what the people say. She wants what she wants, what she wants it. She drives me crazy. She wants what she wants, what she wants it. She don't care what the people say. She wants what she wants, what she wants it. She drives me crazy. Something like that. Silly stuff. Oh my goodness. I'm a big talker when she's not here. You know what? I'm gonna pop this off. Some of you heard this story before. The senior class in 1988 came to me and asked me to sing for graduation. And I said, sure, I'd love to. What would you like me to sing? And they said, well, either a song by Poison or a song by Whitesnake. And, and I said, wow. But then I said, do you mind if I write one for you? And they said, sure. So I wrote this. And even to this day, I still run into, it's a small world I live in. They come to the island, and they still request a song or still remember that time. So this is called Graduation. Oh, better pop that off. Let's see if I can finger pick this. I'm going to start that again. Someday we'll look back and we'll wonder Where did the time go? Why didn't we know just what we had when we were there? But it is as it's meant to be. Gone are the pathways we have followed. Now so many choices and so many voices turning our heads and calling out our name, but find comfort in memories. For you are who you are, the same for me, I know. We're forever changing, growing apart, or growing together. Let us be forever and ever friends. We can't be afraid to speak our mind. We can't be afraid to face what's inside. Don't be afraid. Many are the hours we have shared. Some were in pain, but all for the gain of learning to live our life to the fullest of days. Strong are the ties, for you are who you are, the same for me, I know. We're forever changing, growing apart, or growing together. Let us be forever and ever friends. For you are who you are, the same for me, I know. We're forever changing, growing apart, or growing together. Let us be forever and ever friends. Thanks so much. You know, I own a gravel pit, a quarry on Washington Island. And sometimes when you're working all day and my friends kind of look at me funny because I'll just be all upset that I broke a nail. You know, and it's just, when you break a nail and you're a guitar player, I mean, it's, and I watched James Taylor because he plays so much, and he has on his video, he buys fake nails, and he has he used to have this whole little thing where very seriously, but probably inside he's busting his gut a little bit, but he files his nail, and he puts his glue on. You got to pick the right size nail, and so I've done that. I used to go to the hair beautician place on the island to get fake nails, and which only spread the stories further. Plus, I didn't get married until I was 52, so there you know where that goes. Anyway, you'll know way more than you want to know. I was raised farming on the island, and our cows, as I told in the last couple weeks ago when I played here, our cows were often out. And they seem to have an affinity, of course, for gardens, and because it's not what they eat, it's what they trample and walk on. But they used to seemingly end up in the number 7 hole on the golf course for some reason. And, so we had problems. But my dad loved Louis Lumar Westerns. So do I. And we used to sit and read Westerns and watch Randolph Scott. And when Randolph would kiss the girl, my dad would just kind of blush and turn his head and kind of cover his face. And my mom would go, "Look at that, he's doing it again." And he'd sit and smile. So anyway, after I wrote this, 10 years before he passed. And he used to come up on stage with me and never learn the words, but there's a yodel in it. So if you want a yodel in for my dad, and when you yodel, think of the interval of, remember the peacock NBC? NBC, Lodi. So just visualize the peacock, if you want to yodel. The peacock riding the horse, because it's the cowboy song. So Saddlebags packed for the long ride. Canteen is full, the six gun on my side. Old Dusty's willing to carry the load, just waiting for the spur to say it's time to go. And then it's coyote going to Denver. That's where we have to be, and we'll sing coyote. Wake up, you doggies, you're heading north with me. Herd is restless, as if ahead they know desert sands and outlaw bands, the great divide with snow. But old Dusty knows his job, so I give him his head. He's been this way before and likely will again, and he'll hear coyote going to Denver. That's where we have to be, and we'll sing coyote. Wake up, you doggies, you're heading north with me. Odelay, ololay, odelay, ololay. Old worn stirrups, they barely hold my toes. Have to be ready, just maybe I'll get throwed. Seen many amigos, they were riding unprepared. Now they're still riding that heavenly range up there. They're singing going to Denver. That's where we have to be, and we'll sing coyote. Wake up, you doggies, you're heading north with me, and we'll sing coyote. Going to Denver, that's where we have to be, and we'll sing coyote. Wake up, you doggies, you're heading north with me. Odelay, ololay, odelay, ololay, odelay. Thank you. Thank you very much. My father thanks you too. I was going to do a waltz, but this one song I was going to do is probably the hardest song I ever wrote. I don't know why, from my voice. I'm going to do another one. I don't know if it's any easier, but in my mind it is. It'll be on my greatest hits album. I wrote this one at the same time that I wrote a song called The Fisherman's Song, which I'll do later. Isn't often over the years that I've been lucky enough to write two at the same time, kind of scribbling away. This is called I Love You So. That's how I'm going to start my next CD, with voice clearing. That's it. Thank you. You'll be in the choir behind. Okay. before you ever knew. I had thoughts of love for you inside of me, like secrets beneath the sea, they hid below. Now you can tell it by my eyes, I know that my love is here and will never go. For a promise made is a road that's laid. And I know, I know, I know I love you so. Little darling, you hold my heart in your hand. Little darling, our love is part of life's cycle and plan. So here and now, I make this vow, I will always love and always be true to you. It's a natural thing to be with you, easy to love and easy to do, so easy to live, so easy you give of yourself. So be sure that two are one, separate lives but the same love. A promise made is a road that's laid. And I know, I know, I know I love you so. Little darling, you hold my heart in your hand. Little darling, our love is part of life's cycle and plan. So here and now, I make this vow, I will always love and always be true to you. I love you so. I love you so. So here and now, I make this vow, I will always love and always be true to you. Thank you. How we do? Don't overstay my welcome. Let's see, in the first half at least. Okay. This is another one of those songs that I wrote and then took it to Nashville with a buddy and rewrote it. So I've got too many versions in my head. Back in, this is for Roger. Back in the Roger Coons. Back in the mid 50s, and for a while there were some mail order brides on Washington Island, and hey, maybe my mom was one. I mean, come on. People want love, and why not? And some of them lasted until they died. It was like they were married like 70 years. This one only lasted about 6 months. But even 40 years later, after she left, this guy farmed with us, and at the same time, I should say, and he still talked about, oh, my sweet Mary Ann. And after he passed away, I wrote this, although I wrote it as if he was still alive. And his sister was, what would you call it, bachelorette? She never married anyway. And yeah, that too, maybe. she was a character. And she heard I'd written this song, and she didn't want me. She was ashamed of Carol. His name was Carol. And so I went and met with her, and she didn't want me to sing it. And I said, man, he took a chance on love, and for a while maybe he had it, and just didn't want me to sing. And I said, well, I wrote the song. I think it's a cool story. And I said, this is where I live and probably don't play too far away from here. So I'm going to sing the song. So if you're going to sing it, then don't play it when I'm there. And I said, deal. So whenever I did sing this, I looked around the crowd. So anyway. Probably should tune. I think I was going to take this off to see how to tune. Hopefully I didn't cut that out of the video. His farmhouse was just, at one point, it was on the cover of like one of the farming magazines of Washington Island. It was so, but then a woman came along. Down the road past the edge of town stands an old farmhouse all run down. In its day, it was postcard pretty. It caught the eye of the folks from the city. Now they see a porch that's leaning, faded paint, it's cracked and peeling. It's all part of what happened back then. A desperate man and his love of a woman. Her name was Sweet Mary Ann, sweeter than the flowers of spring. Her name was Sweet Mary Ann. She had been the world to him. Sweet Mary Ann. So the story went in a Midwest town. Ladies pass through and don't slow down. He heard talk of a mail-order romance. Seen others lucky, thought he'd take a chance. So he sent letters sealed with a kiss. Got one back saying Mary Ann was his. Some folks said he'd lost his mind, gone too far, crossed that line. He told them, now I don't care, I'm not ashamed, and I want her here. I look forward to my wedding day in her long white gown. I will finally marry. I'll marry my sweet Mary Ann, sweeter than the flowers of spring. I'll marry my sweet Mary Ann. I'll take her hand and I'll give her a ring to sweet Mary Ann. Now things will change, it's a fact of life. What's here by day may be gone by night. Mary Ann heard another voice. His heartland gave her no choice. So she packed her bags and caught the last train. He never heard from her again. He lost his bride and lost his faith, and lost the pride he felt for his place. Now when you see him walking along, his lips still move, but there's no sound. He's talking to sweet Mary Ann, sweeter than the flowers of spring. He's talking with a sweet Mary Ann. He'd been her man and still wears the ring of his sweet Mary Ann, sweeter than the flowers of spring. He still loves his sweet Mary Ann. He'd been her man and still wears the ring of sweet Mary Ann, sweet Mary Ann, sweet Mary Ann. Thank you very much. Back when I was going through my depressed state, I had a friend from Canada. He had been married 3 times. He had been an explorer, an author, explorer, a stockbroker, a farmer. Anyway, he was so funny. He died at 58, sadly, and he was so funny though. But he'd look at me and say, "Oh, woof, woof, Julian, I hope you never get healthy. This is just too much fun." And I'm going to try to get... I'm sorry. I would have tuned this first, but then I guess I didn't. But my luck, I would have tuned it, and then something would have happened the other one. So I think I'll just... You never played this with a pick beat. It's called Break the Cycle. You know, I know in life we repeat things until we break that cycle. I know I'm not in tune, but okay. Streetlight burns a hole on a blackened page of night. Nothing would be seen if it was gone. No rain-dampened street, would have caught my eye. Unseen hands are messing up the shaggy heads of trees, just like my uncle used to do to me. Now he's passed away, but he lingers by. Just one of many who has touched me in my youth, just like the potters with the clay. Many hands have helped and shoved, so I took in life's waters as it rushed on by. For I was made from the soils laid around me, soaked in pain, but cleansed with love. Amen. I turn back the pages so I can free me from the ages. The chains of my parents are still holding tight. Don't want to burn the bridge and the life it gives, for it's carried me here. But to break the cycle of my parents that still hold me. So I don't mean to blame you when I name you. Just want to understand the present from the past. What has been repeats again. I turn back the pages so I can free me from the ages. The chains of my parents are still holding tight. Don't
don't want to burn the bridge and the life it gives, for it's carried me here to break the cycle of my parents, parents that still hold me, that still mold me.
Thank you. I was going to do a Christmas song, but I think I'll wait till the second set for that. I could end the first set. I don't get to see you at Christmas. So there's only one full-time fish tug left on Washington Island. It's Fish Tug Welcome. And this is about them.
Southerly, will it do what we need done? Moving ice floe from here to St. Martin's. I'll owe my catch to the wind. Thank God as I pull my nets in. If it blows us free, let's just sail again. Now there's good times and bad. We'll get through with the law of averages. Life goes up and down like the waves we sail upon. It's a way of life, and it's in the blood. The passage that leads us to the lake. 4 hours to the nets is what it takes. So drink the coffee strong and black. Spend time thinking back to a day of old and another catch. Now there's good times and bad. We'll get through with the law of averages. Life goes up and down like the waves we sail upon. It's a way of life, and it's in the blood. Come, little white fish, glimmer, glimmer into my nets now. Swimmer, swimmer, sing it with us, people. Help us carry it on. Come, little white fish, glimmer, glimmer into my nets now. Swimmer, swimmer, sing it with us, people. Sing the fisherman's song. Evening with the compass set for land. Venus warms the heart, but cold still are the hands. Full-bellied seagulls, just happy friends. Jackson Harbor is straight ahead. Fish tug, welcome, welcome home. Now there's good times and bad. We'll get through with the law of averages. Life goes up and down like the waves we sail upon. It's a way of life, and it's in the blood. Come, little white fish, glimmer, glimmer into my nets now. Swimmer, swimmer, sing it with us, people. Help us carry it on. Come, little white fish, glimmer, glimmer into my nets now. Swimmer, swimmer, sing it with us, people. Sing the fisherman's song.
My goodness. I was going to play harmonic on this, but I'm really not going to. I dreamed this title in Branson, Missouri. So I wrote it on the way back. I went down and played some showcases in the late 90s. Got to hang out with Bill Dees, who wrote Pretty Woman with Roy Orbison, and we both had a song by the same name, so we were trying to combine them. We never did finish it, sadly. But anyway, this is called Hold That Thought Until I'm Holding You. It's supposed to be a sax part and all that, and a CD and all that there is, but tonight you're just your imagination. It's as closest to jazz as I'll ever come. It's late in the day, although I'm not there, I see you standing by the window, smile on your lips, sunlight plays on your hair. You find a memory in the setting sun, and I do the same, dreaming we share the same one. When we sat on the shore, shared a glass of wine or two, and listened to the waves, heard the seabirds cry, took it in our hearts to stay for all time. So hold that thought until I'm holding you. Dance to the memory, to the beat of two. Feel our eyes meeting, this will see you through. Remember the power, remember the hour. Hold that thought until I'm holding you. So hold that thought until I'm holding you. Dance with the memory to the beat of two. Feel our eyes meeting, this will see you through. Remember the power, remember the hour. Remember the power, remember the hour. Hold that thought until I'm holding you. Thank you. Thanks so much. On the shore of Washington Harbor, under the water now, there's still the remains of a ship called the Louisiana. During the big blow in 1913, she was in the harbor and she went down, and there's all kinds of stories, but this is the one version of what happened other than the storm. During that storm, hundreds of ships went down across the Great Lakes and or were destroyed. She's still there. See, I wrote this night. I haven't finished it truly yet, so we'll give it a whirl.
Louisiana rode the waves in 1913. No need for wind, she was powered by steam. But little could she comprehend, she would need mercy in the end, for wind and fire turned out not to be her friends. The good ship delivered her ore to Milwaukee, then left light for ore in Escanaba City. But trouble for her was in store just through the passage of Portimore, where the witches of November howled out of the north. Oh, Louisiana, I can see you in my mind as you ride the waves. Oh, Louisiana, you still make me smile when I hear your name. The captain said this could be bad. This freshwater fury is gonna test us ship and man. With breakers crashing o'er the deck, there's just one chance to save our neck. A Washington Harbor run is our best bet. They fought to the refuge, then anchors raced down. But wind and waves were strong and she was pushed aground. She had a 20-foot draw and was 270 long. But this would be the test to see how strong. Oh, Louisiana, I can see you in my mind as you ride the waves. Oh, Louisiana, you still make me smile when I hear your name. There was still a chance she could make it through the blow. With 25-foot waves and whiteout snow. But the owner was a desperate man, and he had a different plan for the $500 insurance to be in his hand. The fire would finish what the storm couldn't do. So he pushed over the storm, then abandoned with the crew. The Louisiana now lays, resting in her watery grave. You can only see a shadow of her better days. Oh, Louisiana, I can see you in my mind as you ride the waves. Oh, Louisiana, you still make me smile when I hear your name. You still make me smile when I hear your name. Thanks. Thank you. Thank you. Speaking of Nord Bly, Jeannie was talking to Nord Bly earlier. I remember conversations with him I felt when he would lean in at base camp, and you'd feel like I'm the only person he's ever told this story to. I know. And I'm working on another song, which I'm not going to do. I don't know why I'm even telling you about it. But I'm putting together a seafaring show on the island. It's a fundraiser
for the theater. And I'm working, there's an island north of the island called Poverty Island. And there's a lighthouse on it and nothing else. And during the Civil War, as the legend goes, the South was blockaded, so they were trying to get gold and supplies in. And supposedly Napoleon was sending gold to them. So they came in through Canada and were coming down the Great Lakes. And they got to Poverty Island, and they were set upon by either the North or by pirates or something. And they threw this gold over, supposedly, by Poverty Island. So it became the legend of the Poverty Island gold. And I've been working on a tune, and someday I'll get it done. But for years, there were the Kniff brothers, who were Irish. And they were out by this island looking for this gold. I was out there with one of the VPs of Tenneco Muffler with side scan sonar looking for the gold. And one day, a guy named Ben Despin supposedly was pulling something up, and it was like the next year he moved to Hawaii. And so they think Ben got the gold. I don't know. But anyway, so I'm working on that one for this show, too. But this guy named Carly Jessen, who owned Carly's on the island, it's still called Carly's, but he's long gone now. But he was another guy that could lean in and tell you about this Poverty Island gold. He'd talk out of the side of his mouth like you were the only guy that he ever told about this gold. And, 30 minutes later, if you walk by, you hear him telling about the Poverty Island gold. I have a codependent relationship with Washington Island. It's an island, and I feel safe when I'm there. And it's brought out the best in me, and I think the worst in me probably too. Or the naughtiest, I'll go there. Anyway, but this is about Washington Island. It's called Ceylon. It kind of fits into, I haven't done it. Remember the words of this too.
Misty morning, on in April day, looking back at it now, I can smile. I'm a believer, though at the time I wasn't sure. I just knew that my mood fit the weather style. So many things in front of me I couldn't choose. Wanting to run from this island, it's a love that I won't lose. Sail on, sail on, sail on. She said, sail on, sail on, sail on. You're with me whether I'm here, whether I'm gone. Sail on, sail on, sail on. She said, sail on, sail on, sail on. I can hear your voice as together we sail on. Sheltered harbors, just like arms open wide, welcoming the weary traveler to her home. On her dancing waters, to the tune of life below and above, laughing breezes caress her as their own. Moon and stars in the evening, the sun in the day, give light for our pathways, companions for the way. Sail on, sail on, sail on. She said, sail on, sail on, sail on. You're with me whether I'm here, whether I'm gone. Sail on, sail on, sail on. She said, sail on, sail on, sail on. I can hear your voice as together we sail on. All caught up in the race, all part of the journey. Gonna be the life, gonna be the love that we want it to be. Sail on, sail on, sail on. She said, sail on, sail on, sail on. You're with me whether I'm here, whether I'm gone. Sail on, sail on, sail on. She said, sail on, sail on, sail on. I can hear your voices together we sail on. Sail on, sail on, sail on. Sail on, sail on, sail on. You're with me whether I'm here, whether I'm gone. Sail on, sail on, sail on. Sail on, sail on, sail on. I can hear your voices together. We sail on, sail on, sail on. Red sails in the sunset.
Thank you. It's getting to that time of year where we'll soon be cutting wood again. This is called the Woodcutter Song. In 1984, I was building a log cabin. I had bought 40 acres, and I was taking the cedar out and going to build a cabin to sell because I'd done one before that. And I was out in the swamp cutting cedars down, and it was blowing 50 miles an hour out. And on Armistice Day, and I put a chainsaw through my knee. It went through 3/4 of the tendon, the kneecap, and over the side. And so I managed to get out of the swamp. I walked to my truck, and it's a long, long story. The boats weren't running, so they flew me to Michigan. So it pops at a joint when I sit Indian style and when I waltz. So, but otherwise, my knee works pretty good, you know. Anyway, this is called the Woodcutter Song. Now we're getting into scars in the body, you know. Well, cotton splitting, then we stack. Keeps a healthy heart and it makes a strong back. Sitting by the fire on a cold winter's night, a cotton and a burning, it warms us twice. When God made the trees, he made them with the reason, comfort in them through all of the season. Colors warm the heart and the strength for the soul. Most of all, they'll keep us from the cold. Cotton splitting, then we stack. Keeps a healthy heart and it makes a strong back. Sitting by the fire on a cold winter's night, a cotton and a burning, it warms us twice. It takes a sharp axe and a straight true eye to drop those trees down out of the sky. Lay them on down where they're easy to haul, crying timber as we watch them fall. Cotton splitting and then we stack. Keeps a healthy heart and it makes a strong back. Sitting by the fire on a cold winter's night, cotton and a burning, it warms us twice. Now a woodsman lives for a day in the trees, see the chips fly as he swings with ease. How to tell a woodsman the signs are clear by the missing toes and he just can't hear. Cotton splitting, then we stack. Keeps a healthy heart and it makes a strong back. Sitting by the fire on a cold winter's night, a cotton and a burning, it warms us twice. I said cotton splitting, then we stack. Keeps a healthy heart and it makes a strong back. Sitting by the fire on a cold winter's night, a cotton and a burning, it warms us twice. I'm going to try to do a gospel tune I wrote forever ago. See if I remember it. It's called Roses After the Rain.
They took away his life just because he could love. They thought that we'd forget what he said. But little did they know that his love would still grow, and his dying would let us live on instead. They thought we'd forget with a passing time, like God's love was nothing, it would leave the mind. But one can't forget love when the love's meant for you, and one can't forget hope when there's no other hope to help you through. For the road of life is long, and it has its troubled times, but sometimes one can only learn from pain. So don't sit and reminisce about the things you think you've missed. Just think about all the things you can gain. He'll give you new life like you've never known before. You may think you've all his love, but there'll always be more. He may rearrange your dreams, your direction he'll change. He'll pour out his love and give you roses after the rain.
Thank you. Little gospel tune for my dad. All right, we got just a few more here, if you don't mind. If you do mind, that's too bad. You're stuck. Well, you're not stuck. It's the door swings both ways. I don't know if I can remember all these words. I started writing this in Ireland. I know I sing badly, but they're sending an ambulance for me. I hope they're okay. That's nothing to joke about. Sorry about that, sir. Keep them well and happy. My cousin Kenny owns a bar on the island called the KK Fisk and Granary Restaurant. And I was with him one night, and we were having a cocktail. And he said, my Uncle Russ, he said, you know your Uncle Russ used to come in here back when he was drinking. And he quit drinking, so I didn't know him too well later in life. And he used to look at me with his drink and say, why would I be a poor man when one drink can make me rich? And I thought, that's really kind of a fun little title. So I was sitting in Ireland, and I started writing this, and I finished while truck driving one day. Those are lots of words, man. My father was born in Irish Shantytown in Washington Harbor, on the west side of Washington Harbor. There was Irish Shantytown. And I'm Norwegian Danish, but, you know, who knows? And the Norwegians started Dublin, so I got a vested interest there.
My name is Jules O'Hagan, me work is of the land. Dawn till dark with little to show, but the callus is on my hand. I have a good friend Clancy, whose grandfather sold the cow to O'Leary that started that fire. Clancy hides on the island now. One night we went out to the Granary pub, though not a drink for me. No alcohol, it passed these lips, no stronger drink than tea. There stood me cousin Ken McCoy, who heard me financial woes. He leaned real close with eyebrow raised, said a secret you must know. Why would you be a poor man when one drink can make you rich? You'll see things no one else can see from the power in every sip. Oh, the stars will become diamonds. There'll be gold in your fingertips. So why would you be a poor lad when one drink can make you rich? Oh, I contemplated deeply, just one could do no harm. Just maybe me troubles would wash away from this newfound lucky charm. Irish whiskey, I cried to the barkeep, and the very best you've got. And there before me it appeared, one small and mighty shot. I bellied myself up to the bar, both hands gripped the rail. Poured in me mouth, I cried, I'm ready for wherever this ship may sail. He gave me a drop and a drizzle, then it all went down the hatch. It felt like I'd swallowed Hades as me watery eyes rolled back. So why would you be a poor man when one drink can make you rich? You'll see things no one else can see from the power in every sip. Oh, the stars will become diamonds. There'll be gold in your fingertips. So why would you be a poor lad when one drink can make you rich? Oh, magic is a mysterious thing, so I opened one eye for a blink after repeating McCoy's words of the hope in that little drink. And there before me stood me friends. Oh, they had such a heavenly glow. Through the sun, from the sun through the window, danced a lovely rainbow. 'Twas then I knew it's how I believe that makes it all come to be. Friends and family, laughter and love are the best kind of riches for me. But then what the heck, I said to myself, if just one drink made me this wealthy and smart, just think how rich and wise I'd be if I owned a bar. So why would you be a poor man when one drink can make you rich? You'll see things no one else can see from the power in every sip. Oh, the stars will become diamonds, they'll be gold in your fingertips. So why would you be a poor lad when one drink can make you rich? Oh, why would you be a poor lad when one drink can make you rich?
Okay, let's get a couple more here. Appreciate you so much for coming on. Thank you so much to Patrick Palmer for running the sound, man. And thank you very much. And Jeannie and Mary Beth for opening that. You guys are, I love that, like sibling or like that close harmony. You guys are just like, whew. See, honest to goodness, I haven't sung these songs. Give this a whirl. I wrote this in probably 86. Back in 86, I got my real estate license in 81, so I was the roving realtor, they called me on the island. But in my space, I rented this little space, that's now a restaurant. But I also had my grandfather and my dad, they all had ice cream shops. So I had an ice cream shop. I had to carry on the tradition. It was called the Inside Scoop. And everybody came and we gave away the fort, but we had more fun. And they came and got the gossip too, unfortunately. So, and during that time, I had the prettiest scoopers around. And sadly, the one girl, Irish girl, her father passed away at, I don't know, like 50, a misdiagnosis. And anyway, and after he passed us, it motivated me to write this. It's called Time, how quickly it all goes, right? When the cold wind colors you red in the face, when the sun has taken its warmth another place, we'll keep sharing, still caring. And if time should catch us looking away, put gray in our hair and number our days, we'll keep moving, improving. Time never lets itself be known, so make the best of where you're going. Time isn't in our hands. If the load should get heavy from the burdens we bear, our backs may bend, but we'll persevere. Together we'll weather. And if people should say things we don't understand, we'll encourage each other, give a chance again, 'cause we're human, so human. Time never lets itself be known, so make the best of where you're going. Time isn't in our hands. If the words we speak to each other pain, well, time is a healer, growing comes with the rain, always sowing, always growing. I know time never lets itself be known, so make the best of where you're going.
time isn't in our hands. Never lets itself be known. So make the best of where you're going. Time isn't in our hands. Time isn't in our hands. Time isn't in our hands.
Thank you much. I was going to do a serious one, but I'm not going to. It's got to do happy ones. I've lived a blessed life, and just for that, I'm going to do two more songs. I am so blessed. But I'm blessed because I have great friends that show up and remind me of stories that I've lived. I don't always remember these. So I'm really, really blessed. A friend of mine is high up at Caterpillar, and I used to fly in. He was in Geneva, Switzerland for years. I'd fly in, he'd give me a key to the house, and they'd give me like $400 he'd pay for my trip over because they missed me so much. And then I'd wander off for a week to Greece, I'd come back by him, and a week to Venice. But he'd sit and tell me all these stories of things I grew up with that I just took for granted. And now he's in Peoria. So I'm just gonna belt this one, if you don't mind. This is called "Never Let Go." It's another one of those tunes.
I could close my eyes, no matter where I am. See the faces and hear the voices. Oh, I'm back home again. A love surreal, you could drink it in. A taste like the finest of wines. Gives a life so good, it couldn't be better. I know that it's one of a kind. All the good things that I've known. Walking in my daddy's footsteps, grown tall by the love mama shown. His endless eyes, the summer's night, this love the cornerstone. Oh, 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 I'll never let go. Putting back into life more than you ever take out. It's one thing I've learned, this gift of sharing is what I'm talking about. But you know it's kind of funny how it's all just a clash of the will. Looking ahead, dreaming about tomorrow, yet wishing that the time would stand still. All the good things that I've known. Walking in my daddy's footsteps, grown tall by the love mama shown. His endless eyes, the summer's night, this love the cornerstone. I said all the good things that I've known. Walking in my daddy's footsteps, grown tall by the love mama shown. His endless eyes, the summer's night, this love the cornerstone. Oh, 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 I'll never let go. Oh, these good things that I have known. Oh, I'll never let go.
Thanks much. Anyway. Hi, thanks so much for having me tonight. And I've enjoyed being had. So, last song tonight, this is become the island anthem, which I'm really blessed to have written. I wrote this when I was 16 while milking cows in the barn. So, if you know it, please sing it. If you don't know it, try to hum and pick it up. It's a waltz. Jeannie, I don't know if you know this one, Jeannie. Northern Lights, do you know? If you want to come up and just Well, okay. Thank you. Yeah. Milk machines go at 2/4 time. And this is a waltz. So I'm sure the cows were confused as I was. Thank you so much.
Laughing and dancing, yet tears in my eyes. I've watched the northern lights dance in the sky to a simple freedom song. Twisting and turning, yet calm all around. They've made my feet never touch on the ground. Yes, they've made me dance along. Because we'll never out this time to live again. So why not live it up while we can? Or there's less time than before, and I don't know how much more, but I know we'll never have this time again.
Yeah, share the love.
Fresh smell of wood smoke invading my mind makes me remember all the good times that I've spent here with my friends. Talking and dreaming of what we could be if we could just find out life's simple key to make it never end. Because we'll never out this time to live again. So why not live it up while we can? For there's less time than before, and I don't know how much more, but I know we'll never have this time again. Because we'll never have this time to live again. So why not live it up while we can? Or there's less time than before, and I don't know how much more, but I know we'll never have this time again.
Thanks so much. Thank you very much. Happy trails. Thank you. Thank you. That's right. Thank you. Oh, tractor seat woman? Okay. Oh, geez. Okay. Okay. I forgot about that, actually. I wrote this song and I rewrote it in Nashville. And my friend Bobby, who's from Tonic, Illinois, but has lived there for 30 years and played with everybody. Funny, in Nashville, I got a drawl all of a sudden. He looked at the song, and we've written off and on over the years when I'm there, and he says, "You write like a northerner. Too many words. So we dumbed it down, not for you, but for me too here. I don't know if you've heard this, but I'll tell the story quickly. I was raised on a farm, and I had some friends that we all kind of farmed together, and I'd see a pretty girl, and I'd say, oh, man, she could fit a tractor seat. So anyway, years later, I know, it's not that inappropriate, I don't think. The theater was having a fundraiser, and they wanted to know if I was working on any new songs. And I said, no, but this came to mind the other day. I was 19. They said, well, you got to finish that song in a week. We're going to put it in the paper, and that you're going to finish this song. And I said, I don't have time to write. And they said, no, we're going to put it in the paper. So they put it in the paper, and I finished a version of it, and then rewrote it. So this is what came out of it. It's a country song.
I was born to be a farmer. I was married to my land. I deal with Mother Nature, enough female for this man. More and more I've been thinking something's missing from my home. A one-cup coffee maker and a woman of my own. So I came up with a wish list of how I hope she'd be. She'd laugh at my jokes and my crazy family. She believe in a loving Jesus, make my heart skip a beat. But more than anything, she'd fit my tractor seat. She's my tractor seat woman. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm a tractor riding man. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The way she fits is the start to this farming man's heart. Want my tractor seat woman. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, my thoughts ran wild with possibilities. Yeah, monogram bibs for her and for me. But nothing would be sweeter than standing by her side while she's driving my old John Deere and singing Patsy Cline. Want my tractor seat woman. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'll be a tractor riding man. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The way she fits is the start to this farming man's heart. Want my tractor seat woman. Yeah, yeah, yeah. There's only one more verse now. Well, I brought that tractor seat wherever I would be. I thought that maybe someday the right girl would sit for me. And when it finally happened, she fit that seat so fine. Like Cinderella's slipper, that's how I know she's mine. She's my tractor seat woman. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm a tractor riding man. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The way she sits is the start to this farming man's heart. She's my tractor seat woman. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm a tractor riding man. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. The way she sits is the start to this farming man's heart. She's my tractor seat woman. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you. And, so I was driving from Green Bay to Sturgeon Bay, and this kind of popped into my head. It's kind of an Irish feel to it a little bit. And I'm working on a kid's book right now. I don't know at some point whether part coloring book, part kids book, and music. And it's about the night before Christmas when all your ornaments on your trees come to life. And they have a dance. They have an ornaments dance. They have a Kaylee, as they say in Ireland. So in the chorus, doesn't have any words to it. It's just la's, you know. So it's la 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 la. That's the chorus. So just think of those little ornaments dancing around your room. And after this, we're going to, I think, take a short break. And hopefully you'll stick for the second half. If you decide to leave, thanks for coming out. You know, that's all right. I'll write a song about you. Don't worry.
Magic happens at Christmas each year. Ornaments alive as the ornaments cheer. They come to life both far and near at the ornament dance. The music box plays, they form a line. Mistletoe taps to keep the time. Tree lights blink and tinsel shines at the ornament dance. La 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 la. You guys are cowards. Gingerbread man, a button missing, crooked eye, no lips for kissing, but he's swinging and he's twisting at the ornament dance. One leg shorter than his other, but to him it's not a bother. He'll dance one circle then another at the ornament dance. La 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 la. Ah, you guys can be manipulated. I like that. They grab Rudolph by the nose, dozy-do until it glows. Watch out or you'll step on your toes at the ornament dance. The angel rests at the top of the tree. She's danced so hard she can hardly breathe. Then she spreads her wings and floats so free at the ornament dance. La 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 la. It should come as no surprise, Santa's here with his laughing eyes for a break before his sleigh ride at the ornament dance. Maybe you think he's way too old, but he's got the moves, got the soul, all while doing his belly roll at the ornament dance. La 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 la. Last verses. Charlie Brown tree, branches few, so few you can see right through to over where they're dancing to at the ornament dance. Then the ornaments stop and give a prayer, giving thanks that they're all here. Then one last jig until next year at the ornament dance. La 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 la. La 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 la. Thanks for having me. Thanks, Gene.